It's not cocoa. It's better to kill it. Try it. I see it. There's another one next to it.
Pike, guys, I see its mouth. Diamond, are you going to catch it? Diamond, how are you going to catch it this way?
That's really cool.
Damn. Such a small pike bit on the jig. These are some funny moments. The spot is good, but it's deep and it's really hard to get to it. Ooh, what's it called?
Blue leg bait.
There's a little ball, maybe. And what about the little blue one? Yeah.
Beautiful.
And where is it in the thicket? They grow in the field. Hey guys, hello. Today we headed out to our home river, the Seversky Donets. Mainly to catch perch. We're going to focus on it. The weather is terrible. It's actually not damp at all for us. I don't know how to become Mjika fog. In short, everything fell so much in the morning that everything is wet. Trees, wires, it's already noon. We'll confess, it's not morning. We overslept. Yeah, Diamond, did you get enough sleep? Yes. Honestly, yes. What were you doing last night? I was out walking. With who? With the girls? I was out with the girls. So we were waiting for Diamond to get some sleep. So, basically we have fishing rods in our hands, guys. And Diamond has an ultralight one. We also took an ultralight with Kaylin just in case it doesn't work out, so to speak. We'll be looking for perch in the nearby area using the ultralight. It's our home river, the Seversky Donets, and it's a spot that's really crowded with people. Yes, here every time dozens of baits pass in front of the perch's face. So, it knows all the silicone lures, what it can bite on, what it can't, how to spit it out correctly, and where to swim away from. Alright friends, the first setup, my setup will be similar to Kaylin's. So, we're currently setting up side jigs, taking some jigs and maggots, just a couple of words about the gear, and we're starting the fishing. So friends, the first setup, my setup will be similar to Kaylin's setup. This is what we have. This is a whip rod, just a regular one, so to speak. Here's the adapter, and we attach something like this to it. This is a plan for the tip. It's a metal tip, about 15 centimeters long. This is the kind that allows you to adjust the suspension of the jig. We're attaching all of this naturally. We want our tip to be on the side so we can see the bites earlier. Back when we used to fish, it was actually an old method on a homemade board using self-made jigs. That was a long time ago, and they were actually doing quite well with it. They weren't using a side tip, they just attached a rubber sleeve or used some kind of spring. This tip has two holes. Here, they go perpendicular to each other. We just thread it like this. Whoa, just a couple of centimeters further and that's it. So we end up with this kind of setup. Now we're going to attach a line here, about half the length of the rod, and we'll start fishing. This is how we'll play it. And we'll be fishing with jigs. We'll be fishing both with no bait and with jigs using maggots. Today we have some amazing jigs. As always, these are jigs, Intec, Wolfram. There's a huge variety here. Today I'm going to use heavy jigs because this is a river. There's a slight current here, and we need the jig to sink quickly and well to the bottom. Plus, of course, it will bite better on a light jig. Well, imagine this. With a 7-meter long rod, the wind is blowing. It needs to sink quickly to the bottom and start the game. We won't be using maggot bait today. Everything will be more about variety. Also, regarding the line, look, I have a range of lines here. These are the lines. Intec has new lines that have come out this season, meaning these are winter lines. You see 0.12, 0.12, 0.1 and 0.9. Let's start with this one. Lines. This is the simplest fishing line. Length 30 meters, 0.12 diameter. Transparent, that is a classic monolith, as we are accustomed to eating different ones. Waters. There are different types of bottoms, different bodies of water, as I said, and therefore you need to use lines of different colors. Here, you see, for example, there's a line that's a bit murky, which will blend into the water, and then there's a slightly reddish line. This is how they look. That is, here is a series of lines for... These conditions can be said to be almost ideal. If you are fishing, for example, in the reeds, for perch, we see reeds here, then it is not necessary to use... You can use a transparent line, or a slightly reddish one, because we know that the reeds pods underwater are also red, so the line will blend in there. Here, there's also this... This is a winter line. It's slightly, well, like ice, like cold winter water, a bit blue in color, and in the water, it refracts really well. And here's another one. Well, for today's fishing, as I said, we're going to be fishing near the reeds for perch, using this reddish line. This is exactly the line we'll be using to catch our big fish today. Well, let's hope for the best with the big fish. Let's see how it goes. We're putting together the tackle, so right now we're just attaching it to our float. If it's 7 meters, about 4.5 meters down. Here we are making the lines heading to the bridge with the guys. First of all, he's on the rocky shore with the float, so the float is bouncing around. Let's get started. So, on that side, there's an interesting bay, a couple of spots. That's where we'll start trying to fish with a jig for perch. Of course, it's going to be fantastic. Like this. Oh. Damn, let's give him a ship for entry. And Diamond is also with us wearing a suit. We gave him a jacket because he dressed a bit too short. Let's say honestly, we pulled Diamond out. We pulled him out from the university and said, let's go fishing. He jumped up. Quickly, took off. And the guy was all in for fishing. He was ready to do anything for it. We all know that there's a little bridge here. So beautiful, beautiful. Water, transparent, yes.
Yeah, there's one standing over there and another one over there. Out of the darkness, out of the darkness. Chirp. A dozen. Well, Grandpa, I don't know.
Not biting.
Let's take a look now. Big one, another. Not biting.
Where do you see it? Show me. Let's try to show the guys. Demon doesn't want to. He really doesn't want to take it, does he?
Yeah, look, right in front of her, in front of the little house.
Look at where that leaf is. Thinning.
Pike, guys, and you'll catch it right in the mouth. Diamond is swimming away. Look, it's swimming away from you. Try it out. I see that mouth. I see Diamond. Let's cast right at that mouth. It's going to be tricky. Come on. Just give it a try. I see this mouth. I see Demon. Let's throw the mouth. Straight and Cunning will be hanging around. Come on. Come on. Cast it right in the mouth again. Look, there's another one right next to it. I can't see on the right. That one is just standing there, and that one too. They look completely zoned out, not interested at all, and they don't want to bite anything. Nobody stood up and stood there. Look, froze. Yes, no one. Come on, lower the lure. Freeze. You just passed right in front of it. Cast it again. One more time. Come on, Kalia. Diamond, say a few words. What do you think? Why isn't it biting? It's not biting. Move. There were many cases we caught them here. Often on Ultra. Today is one of those days when a small one took the jig. Yeah, the jigs just don't have enough line to drop down. It just doesn't want to bite at all. What's going on? It's just standing there. Guys, this is just ridiculous. A joke. Just some Vasha. One pike. Two pikes. Wow, that is absolutely incredible. We're trying to throw it right under her nose. There she is, waiting for you. Oh my gosh. Damn it, cars are driving by. Everything's shaking. Hey, gorgeous, do you hear me? Both live baits are gone. It's risky to throw them. Right under her mouth. Lower, lower, lower. You need to drop it down. It's moving away. Come on. I just couldn't help it.
You made a little splash. Man, you're a speedster, I swear. Everything's slipping away. I can't see. It's shining. Already, all... In short, the guys came to the bridge, found a pike, started throwing a jig under Bravanga's nose. There was no result. Diamond got mad and said, I'll attach a T and try it on the T of the T. At first it was clear she was scared, but passed over her, she swam away. At the drop-off, it'll be bold because I want it.
The second one already.
It's gonna be just bold right now because I want to. So we're approaching the first spot. Tom. But right now, we're going to throw it right here. Everywhere under the reeds. We're going to fish all of this now, then we'll head over there. We've put our bait on, and now we're setting up the rod. Here I'm folding one knee, guys, to make it more comfortable. And to lower myself a bit. And now we're going to try to drop it right under his nose for the perch. Now we lift it up and wait for the tip to start bending. For now, we'll stay close to the bottom. And slowly, now we're going to try to lure our perch with these movements. Guys, is it possible that we won't catch anything on the jig but only on the ultralight? So we brought all the gear, so to speak, right? Well, maybe the fish just aren't biting yet because it's only lunchtime. They drive cows here, and they made this little bridge. You see, it's pretty careful. Diamond stayed there with the ultralight, but we still stomped the pads. In short, guys, I'm going to the swamp. To a promising spot, just trying not to get tangled up. The main thing is, well, damn, and not to drown, because this is really a pipe. The spot is good, but it's deep and it's very hard to get to it. We're getting closer to the reeds like this. It seems to be a bit deep there, but not quite that deep, but good. And at the same time, there may be a perch there where both Dimmu quietly. Look, who are you looking at here? Look at that, haha, guys. Now that's a funny moment. The rod is bending, like the tip is bending quietly, and oh man, look at that line. That's some line, huh? Damn, this small pike took the bait. This is a joke. Let's go and let it go. Hey, my fingers, demon, can you believe it? My fingers, damn, went right into its mouth. Wow, I got it on the lure. Swim away, little one. It's off. It's getting away, it's running. It's gone. It's really cool, guys. The pike bit on the jig. Maybe today is more of a pike day than a perch day. I don't even know. Both. Go. Wow. Reeds. Wow. Look, there's a akushaka. Greedy one. Come here, dude. Alright, how can I carefully get you out of there? Both of them. Huh. Now that's a nice perch. This is a handsome guy, almost a humpback. Overall, this is great. This one has already taken the bait. This one has already taken the bait. This is crazy. Nice one, perch. Wow. Awesome. Not a snag, just a little one. I snagged the perch in the weeds with the jig. The perch got caught in the weeds. I caught a perch, I hooked it. You see, yeah, there it is. It came out. There's a nice little perch. Now we're going to catch it right here, just downstream. Yes. Here is such a tiny perch, but let this small one swim back.
I got a bite right there in the current. As soon as I dropped it in, there was a hit. So we decided to move to another spot on the river, just walking around trying to catch something. And as you saw at the rapids, I had a bite from a pike. You guys on the bridge saw it. It was an unreal scene. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. In one spot, there were about 10 of them, around 5 pikes just standing there.
In one spot there are around 10 standing there. About 5 pikes, so this is it.
Here you throw it down, it stands there, yum yum.
We even decided to take a tea, try some jokes. Hook. She doesn't react with her backside from the float. Quietly. That is, in general, fish, as passive as it is, are not included in the work of our fishing. In general, we will try further. Now we will go to the bay, also to the river. We will try perch, catch with a jig. Well, basically the same thing, ultralight gear. We're going to keep trying just like those in their little suits. It's fine. I'm frozen. The kid delivered the tackle to me and then ran off, basically. We arrived at a new spot. This is a bay, and there's a fishing rod just lying here without anything on it. Yeah, Coley, someone left it here because they gave up. Well, just put it down. Maybe someone will come by. So it's really shallow, the water is clear. We're taking the ultralight gear and starting to look for perch. If we find any, Kolya will take the jig. So that was it. Fishing rod was yes. It seems like you're a perch expert. Let's try to catch it there. If it's perch, of course, not pike, it's pretty hard to catch it here because... Alright, we've approached the spot. Yeah, it seems like there's a patch over there. Look, there's a patch. There's a little spot, yeah. Now we're going to make a cast. It could even be right by the shore, just close to it. Just to give it a try. You never know. Maybe something will bite here now. Because there are sibel and there are perch. Today is such a bad day. We can tell you right away about the fishing. That's why we have to keep moving all the time. You can't go too far in there. We're making a cast diagonally over there. And the length of the rod is just enough for us to drag it along the reeds. Well, screw it. I don't know what Vasya is today, some kind of fool. We apologize if someone's name is Vasya Kleva. There's just no guys. Well, we see from the bridge we're casting right under our noses, but nothing's biting. There was a bite at the beginning. It got us all excited, you know. a little pike or perch, dung, and that was it. 2 bites practically in a row. And that's it. Maybe we just came at the wrong time. You know, it might have been biting in the morning. We came here for lunch. We don't know. We won't blame it, as always, on the weather or something else. We'll also say that wide hooks, probably, most likely. Not even the perch is biting. I want to say, compared to the last time we were here, the water has gone down a lot. Dima won't lie about that. It's really here. The water has gone down compared to last year. I can't even compare it to last year. We actually had a great time fishing here. There was a lot more back then. We caught a lot in the fall. We fished here in the winter, over there in that hole, and caught some nice white fish. There used to be a lot, but now it's just dead quiet, a dry spell. Nice one. I would say it's not a small perch, right? We found a nice perch. I said, you need to walk around, search, and you'll find your luck. Autumn. What a beauty. It's him, guys. Look at Kolya. Useless daughter. In a straight line. If you get snagged, just do it like Kolya.
Well, let's give it a try. We're at Sergei's spot, where he caught 2 perches last time, one after the other. I was just doing some wiring there and there was a click. But we're hoping for more. By the way, I noticed today that all the nibbles are really aggressive. She's greedy. Yeah, not much, but aggressive, because you can feel it in your hand. Splash. Splash. It was so scary to watch someone. Yeah.
A light, gentle, delicate cast. Tungsten gram. Tungsten intake. Here. Tungsten, guys, why is it better? I've said it 100 times already. Smaller ball size. More weight. Smaller size. The density of the metal is higher in tungsten. It hits better. Made more carefully. This tungsten has a very good core. Usually these brackets are iron, as are the bushings. They often pop out. We know that with lead, it happens with low-quality supplies, and tungsten can have the same issue. But this tungsten is well made. It has never popped out, even with the lightest weights, like 7 grams. The core has never popped out, it just holds on perfectly. It got snagged, but it has never popped out. The core holds on just perfectly. As we can see, we caught a couple of perch, found a small school, but it's not a big school. I would like to find a spot with big perch and larger size. That won't happen here. There's not much water, so this school has probably migrated somewhere. Now let's try to make a cast like this. You see how accurately I cast, almost right under the log? Now it's better to reel in closer, or you might get snagged, and you'll be in big trouble. Well, I'll have to retie. Why am I casting like this? I see, here I am standing. I don't know if you can see the reflection or not. Maybe we'll try the camera from above now. I see a spot where there's no grass. Here, there's no grass, just this opening. Yeah, sand, that's what's here, right? So it's grass, then there's this long sandbar. I'm casting to this sandbar. First of all, I won't have any snags there. And secondly, the perch will see our bait in that spot. That's really great. Friends, the link to all our gear will be in the description below this video. So we're using Intech, using its consumables. It's silicone. Well, we've been fishing with this gear for a while now, so let's go. Dima caught another perch. Where's the bait here? Both are flying perch. Good job. Well done. Yeah, Ivan, it's really cool to see the body like that. It's just awesome. What's it called? A little blue leg, blue copper.
And here's the little blue one. Yeah, such beauty. And tasty too, dressed in the planting.
They grow in the field. Cool. Cool, just like cooking. And as usual.
If it's for the cutlet, then I boiled them whole. If I'm closing things, I cut them into pieces right away. I chop them up, wash them, boiled them, rinse them, and then put them in the second water. Then, if a spoon of salt, 3 vinegar.
And delicious good mushrooms until I got it. But if there are no fish, we'll go for mushrooms now. Because we see it, it's right there, we cast, and it doesn't want to bite. Yeah, we don't know. We see 1, 2, 3 pikes just sitting right in front of us. We're casting right in front of it, but it's not biting. She's not hungry, we don't know. Well, our fishing trip has come to an end. Fishing on the local river, near home. Basically, as we expected, it took a lot of effort, usually a lot of walking and little fish. Yeah, guys, not much fish. We tried, we searched, but there was no way out. Kolyan continues to resist, so to speak, Kolyan. Never give in until the very end. Yeah, well, something went wrong with the casting. Cold, yeah. Well, we caught a few perches, a pike. The beginning was so intriguing, like bite after bite, interesting, and then we found a stand of pikes, we found a school of pikes. Yeah. In general, we saw a lot of interesting things. We showed you, I think, some wonderful footage. That's it. In general, there will be fish another time. Today was a walk. Yeah. There was fish yesterday and tomorrow. And there will be tomorrow. Yeah. Watch the previous video and the next one. Today is just to relax. Yeah, that's it, guys. Good luck to you all. Bye, everyone. And most importantly, you know, we're not going for fish, but for fishing. Yeah, Diamond. Yeah, Kolya. You'll support me. So that's it. Being out in nature is always awesome.